The search for America's best cake decorators is on.
My name is Benny Rivera, and I'm the co-owner at City Cakes in New York City. And I'm here to compete on the cake show in New York City and to rock it.
My name is Jennifer, and I own the Hudson Cakery, and I'm competing in the cake show New York City.
My name is Amy Noel. I am the owner of Sugar Flower Cake Shop, and I'm ready to compete in Cake Show.
Hi, my name is Lisa Mansour. I'm owner of New York Cake and New York Cake Academy in New York City. I am here for Cake Show New York City. My style is basically New York style. Very edgy, very what's happening now. I definitely love fashion. You know, I'm always looking at magazines, and I turn through the pages and I look at something and I'll be like, wow, I could turn that into a cake. My favorite part of cake decorating is actually seeing the reaction of the person when they see the cake. They get very happy and it makes them happy, so it makes me happy. I basically grew up in cake decorating. My mother was a cake artist and I basically was born into it. My experience came from lots of practice. I was always helping my mother in her classes. I got all my techniques from her. But the most important thing is to never think you know everything. There's always something to learn, and always keep your eyes open for new techniques and try to incorporate them into your style.
Sugar Flower Cake Shop creates unique, special occasion and wedding cakes. They're made from local and sustainable ingredients and feature realistic looking flowers that are all handmade from sugar. I think for someone to become a really talented decorator, they have to set aside time to just practice and allow themselves to make mistakes. I can't even tell you how many cakes I've had to just throw in the garbage before I started my business until I got it right, until I was comfortable doing all of the techniques that I am able to do. I became involved in cake decorating sort of as a fluke. I used to be an actuary and then a high school math teacher, and when I was a teacher I was a little bit bored because the day ended at 3 o'clock, so I started taking classes. I learned painting, I studied French, and one of the things I kept coming back to was cake decorating. So I really grew my business out of a hobby. It was something that I just liked to do, and everyone around me kept telling me I should go into business for myself, so here I am.
A couple years after college, I was in the corporate world doing events and PR, and I just kind of wasn't fulfilled. And I always loved baking and art, so one day I just kind of had an epiphany that why not combine art and cake and baking, and 5 years later, here I am. The Hudson Cakery, we pride ourselves on baking from scratch. We don't do anything out of a box mixed. Everything we use is completely fresh, so our cakes actually taste really good, which a lot of cake decorators sometimes have a problem with. So I think that we do make cakes as good as they look inside and out. Our style kind of stands out because we do very clean, very simple lines. Everything we do just looks as perfect as we can get it. Everything has to have some sort of balance to the design. We don't try to overcrowd our cakes with too many flowers or patterns or colors. There's usually one big element that stands out of all of our cakes, either on the side or on the top, or just something. There's some sort of focal point on it, so it's not too crazy. We kind of tailor to the needs of the client, but yet we have our own aesthetic, which we pride ourselves on being very clean and very perfect looking.
I am not really into the traditional pretty cake. I like things that challenge me. I like more structure, shape. My inspiration comes from different things. Believe it or not, even when I'm walking around the city, I'm always looking around, looking at architectural buildings, fabrics, things that inspire me. So I always keep that on the back of my head because I always see something in a completely different way. I always try to look everything in a more artistic way. So I keep my ideas in the back of my head, so when I have the chance to create a design, boom, some of those ideas are already in my head. My advice to the other people who aspire to be a cake decorator is just like to keep going and have a lot of patience. It takes time, but if you have dedication, just keep doing it because you're going to be able to do it. And again, work with the details. That's really important on the cake. Make sure that your cake, your final piece is clean, and make sure that the final details on the cake looks amazing.